Time is the one thing you can never get back. Think about it for a second. Every tick of the clock is gone, never to return. You can lose money and earn it back. You can lose friends and you can make new ones, but time, once it's gone, it's gone. You've heard this before, right? But do you truly understand it? Do you really feel the weight of every moment? Each second is an opportunity to move closer to your goals, or an opportunity to. The most successful people didn't get where they are by sitting around letting time slip by. They understood that time is limited, so they used it wisely. You might think that 30 minutes doesn't matter much in the grand scheme of things, but I'm here to tell you, it matters more than you think. You can't afford to let these small windows of time slip away, because the truth is, you won't even realize how much you're missing until it's too late. Time is your most valuable resource, and you control how you use it. Let me ask you something. What if I told you that the next 30 minutes of your life could be the turning point? You have a choice right now to change everything, but it's all up to you. You see, every moment of your life comes down to a decision to take action, or a decision to stay where you are. It might not seem like much at first, a single moment, a fleeting decision, but those moments add up, and eventually they build the life you're living. I'm talking about those seemingly insignificant moments where you choose to stop scrolling through your phone, to step away from the comfort zone, to make a bold move, because those are the decisions that accumulate over time and create momentum. They determine your path. Now, I'm not talking about a life-changing decision that you make every single day. No, I'm talking about the small daily decisions that pile up and ultimately lead you to the bigger changes. How you use your next 30 minutes right now can set the course for everything that comes next. You may not realize it, but every decision you make adds weight to your life. Whether you're taking action or sitting idle, you're deciding your future. Don't underestimate the power of these moments. The next 30 years of your life. They don't start tomorrow. They don't start next week. They don't even start next year. They start now. What you do with the next 30 minutes will shape your future. It will dictate whether you're closer to where you want to be or further away from it. The actions you take or don't take in this moment have the power to impact every day that follows. Right now, you're in control. This is the moment to choose. You have the power to decide what happens next. Will you act, or will you let this moment pass by like every other? I'm challenging you. Don't let this moment slip away. Use these 30 minutes to create a shift. Start that project, make that call, begin that habit. Your future is created right now, right in this very moment. The next 30 years, they start right here, right now. Will you step into them, or will you wait for a sign that may never come? Every single day, you stand at the crossroads of decision. You wake up in the morning and there they are, choices waiting for you. Let me tell you something. No matter how small the choice seems, it's a turning point. Whether it's choosing to hit the snooze button or getting up to make your morning count, you are deciding your future, step by step. Imagine it this way. You're standing at the edge of a cliff. Look at two paths. One path leads to the life you dream of, success, fulfillment, and progress. The other leads to regret, missed opportunities, and stagnation. Each decision you make is another step down one of these paths. One choice to push forward, one choice to hold back. You may not see the full impact of each decision immediately, but I assure you, it matters. The most successful people you know, they didn't get there by making one big lucky decision. No, they got there by making the right decisions day in and day out, even when the path wasn't clear. So ask yourself, what choice are you making today? Every choice is a crossroad, and where you end up depends on which path you take. Let's talk about inaction for a minute. It's easy to blame the world around us, to blame circumstances, to blame other people for why we're not where we want to be. But the real enemy, it's inaction. When you choose to do nothing, you're choosing to let life control you. You're choosing to be passive. And guess what? Life will keep going, whether you're actively participating in it or not. You'll wake up one day and 30 years will have passed, and all you'll have are regrets about what you didn't do. You see, inaction is just as powerful as action, but its consequences are far worse. At least with action, even if you fail, you learn. With inaction, you gain nothing. The years pass and you're still stuck in the same place. You haven't moved forward. You haven't grown. So let me be clear. If you want to achieve something in life, you cannot afford to wait. Waiting for the right moment is a trap. The only moment that matters is the one you have right now. Let me share a story with you. There's a man named Steve Jobs. At one point, he was fired from the very company he founded, Apple. He could have let that define him. He could have given up, but instead, he made one bold decision. He decided to keep going. He took a chance. He decided to start something new. That decision led to the creation of Pixar, which was later sold to Disney for billions. It led to his return to Apple and the launch of products like the iPhone, which revolutionized the world. All of that came from one bold decision, one moment where he decided he wasn't going to give up. He could have chosen to walk away. He could have chosen to let fear and doubt hold him back, but instead he took control. You don't need to wait for a big moment to make a life-changing decision. Every day is an opportunity to take a bold step towards your future. Whether it's quitting a job that's holding you back, moving to a new place, or starting that business you've been thinking about, it starts with one decision. What's your bold decision going to be? What are you waiting for? Because the moment you make that decision, everything changes. Fear is a funny thing. It's always there, lurking in the background, trying to hold you back from taking action. Fear masquerades as a protector, but in reality, it's a trap. It whispers in your ear, telling you to stay safe, to stay comfortable, to not risk anything. But here's the thing, fear isn't your friend. It doesn't care about your future. It's just trying to keep you in the same place where you don't grow, you don't change, and you don't take risks. It holds you back from being who you're truly meant to be. Now, I'm not saying you should throw caution to the wind and make reckless decisions, but let me ask you, how many times have you held back because of fear? How many times have you let fear decide your future for you? It's time to take control. Fear is a part of the process. Every successful person, every leader, every entrepreneur, they all feel fear. The difference is they don't let it control them. They face it, they move forward despite it. So I ask you, what is fear holding you back from? And how long are you going to let it stop you from living your full potential? But there's another enemy we need to talk about, one that's even more subtle than fear, self-doubt. How many times have you told yourself you're not good enough? How many times have you second-guessed your decisions, told yourself you're not ready or convinced yourself you can't do it? Let me tell you something, self-doubt is a liar. It's the voice that tells you to play small, to stay safe, to avoid the risk of failure. But in reality, self-doubt is holding you back from reaching your full potential. I want you to think about this. How many opportunities have you missed because of doubt? How many chances have you let slip away because you thought you weren't good enough, smart enough, or capable enough? You are more than capable. You are ready. Don't let self-doubt keep you from stepping into the life you deserve. Let me tell you something that will change the way you look at your goals. Success doesn't come from one big leap. No, success comes from taking small, consistent steps, day after day. You may look at people who have achieved great things and think they're somehow different, more talented, or luckier. But the truth is, they're just consistent, small actions compound over time. Think of it like building a house. Each brick laid might seem insignificant, but before you know it, you built something solid, something strong. Every time you choose to take that small step, whether it's waking up earlier, working on your side project for 10 minutes, or reading a chapter of a book, you're laying another brick in your foundation. And over time, those small steps will add up to something much bigger than you can imagine. Success isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. And those little actions, they're the ones that keep you going when the journey gets tough. It's the daily commitment that makes the biggest difference. The problem is, most people look for quick fixes, for that one magic moment that will change everything. But the reality is, there's no such thing. The secret to success is consistency. It's about showing up every single day, even when you don't feel like it, even when the results aren't immediate. How many times have you told yourself you'll start tomorrow, or next week, or when the time is right? Let me tell you something, the perfect moment will never come. It's a trap. The right time is right now. Consistency isn't glamorous. It doesn't come with fanfare or applause. It's the quiet work you do when no one is watching. It's making progress even when you feel stuck. But guess what? Consistency is what gets results. Look at the gym, for example. You don't build muscle in one session, but when you show up every day, when you push through the pain and fatigue, you start to see the change. Success works the same way. It's the small everyday actions that add up and give you results over time. Think about the snowball effect. A small snowball at the top of a hill doesn't look like much, but as it rolls, it gains momentum, it picks up speed, and before you know it, it's unstoppable. The same thing happens with consistent effort. Each small action you take is like that snowball gaining speed. At first, it may feel like nothing is happening. You may not see any results right away, but as you keep going, momentum builds. It starts to feel easier. You get more motivated, and before you know it, you're achieving things you once thought were impossible. Consider the story of a person who decided to write just 100 words a day. Not much, right? But 100 words every day for a year turns into 36,500 words. That's a book. That's how momentum works. It's the accumulation of small actions that lead to extraordinary results. So ask yourself, what small action can you take today that will build momentum for your tomorrow? Let me tell you something. Your mind is a powerful tool. It's the most valuable asset you'll ever have in shaping your future. Everything you see, everything you do starts as an image in your mind. If you can see it, you can achieve it. This isn't just about wishful thinking. It's about using your imagination as a blueprint for your success. Just like an architect wouldn't build a house without a detailed plan, you can't build a successful life without a clear vision of what you want. Virtualization isn't just a motivational buzzword. It's a proven technique that athletes, successful entrepreneurs, and world leaders use to make their dreams a reality. You need to close your eyes and see yourself as the person you want to become. Feel it, believe it, and most importantly, act like it. Every time you visualize your success, you're wiring your brain for action. Your mind doesn't know the difference between reality and imagination. So when you visualize your success, you start to believe it's possible. You begin to feel the excitement, the confidence, and the sense of purpose that comes with knowing exactly what you want. If you want to achieve your goals, you have to start by seeing them clearly. Paint a vivid picture of your future, where you're living, what you're doing, who you're becoming. This vision will be your roadmap, guiding you every single day. If you can see it, you can make it happen. Now, having a vision is powerful, but it's only part of the equation. The next step is to get clear on your purpose. Without clarity, your vision is just a vague daydream. You need to define exactly where you're going and why. Think about a GPS. If you don't input your destination, it won't give you any directions. You'll be lost, wandering aimlessly. The same thing happens in life. If you don't have a clear purpose, you'll find yourself drifting from one thing to the next, unsure of where you're headed. Clarity of purpose is like your personal compass. It helps you navigate through the obstacles, distractions, and setbacks that will inevitably come your way. It's the reason you wake up every day with energy and motivation. It's the fire that pushes you forward when everything feels hard. You need to ask yourself, what do you truly want? What does your ideal life look like? Not what your parents want, not what society expects, but what gets you excited, what makes you feel alive. When you know where you're going and why it matters, the journey becomes much easier. The path will no longer seem blurry or confusing. You'll have a clear destination, and every step you take will bring you closer to it. Without purpose, you're just wandering. But with purpose, you're unstoppable. But let me tell you something important. Vision without action is just a dream. It's nice to imagine your ideal future, but if you're not taking steps toward it, it will remain just that. I don't care how big or small your vision is. The most important thing you can do is take that first step. You may not have all the answers. You might not know exactly how it's all going to unfold, but that doesn't matter. What matters is that you start. Think of your vision like planting a seed. You can't just stand there and wish for it to grow. You have to water it. You have to nurture it. You have to take the first step. And that first step can be scary. It can feel overwhelming. But here's the truth. If you don't take action now, your vision will remain a fantasy. Don't wait for the perfect moment. It doesn't exist. There's no magic time when everything aligns. Success doesn't happen by chance. It happens by choice. And your choice is to take action right now. You don't have to have everything figured out. You just need to start. That one action will set off a chain reaction. Once you take the first step, the next step will become clearer. And the step after that, momentum will build. So stop waiting for the perfect time. The time is now. Take that first step. Turn your vision into reality. And remember, the hardest part is starting. After that, everything else will follow. Let me tell you something. You have no idea how powerful the next 30 minutes can be. Yes, 30 minutes. It may sound insignificant, but I promise you, today, right now, is the turning point that could change the next 30 years of your life. You see, life isn't just a collection of years or days, it's a series of moments. And every moment holds a choice. You're faced with decisions every day, whether to take that leap, whether to give up or push through. You can choose to make these moments count or let them slip away. Let's be honest here. How many times have you found yourself in a cycle, stuck in the same place, waiting for things to magically change, waiting for the stars to align? I'll tell you what, nothing changes unless you decide to act. And you're at that point right now. The decisions you make today, not tomorrow, can change everything. You might think that making one decision won't have much of an impact, but it will. Those small decisions compound over time. They create momentum. You can't just look at your life in chunks of years, hoping that someday you'll wake up with the life you want. It's the choices you make in each moment that shape the future. Don't wait for a big event. Don't wait for things to fall into place. What if I told you that the next 30 minutes, right here, right now, is your opportunity to turn it all around? You don't need to have it all figured out, but you do need to make the decision to act. You don't need to know the full journey, but you have to start walking the path. Take a deep breath. Decide right now. The power to change your next 30 years starts with how you use the next 30 minutes. You can sit there and let time pass, or you can make the choice to take action. You're one decision away from a completely different reality, and it starts with right now. Listen up. You're responsible for your life. It's easy to point fingers at others, at your circumstances, and say it's not my fault, or I couldn't help it. But here's the hard truth. Life is not going to give you anything you don't take. No one's coming to save you. You got to take full control. You want change, you make the change. You want success, you create it. You want a better future, you build it. But if you sit around waiting for someone else to do it for you, you'll be waiting forever. I know it's hard. Believe me, I do. I know that life throws curveballs. I know that some days the weight of everything feels unbearable. But here's the thing, the harder it gets, the stronger you become. Challenges are not the things that break us. They're the things that define us. They build our resilience. And each time you face adversity and keep moving, you're building the life you want. Think about this. Every person you admire, every person who achieved greatness was once in a position where they could have given up. The difference is they took control of their future. They didn't wait for the perfect time. They made the decision, took responsibility, and acted. Take J.K. Rowling, for example. She was rejected by 12 publishers before finally landing a deal for the first Harry Potter book. Do you think she ever considered giving up? Of course she did, but she didn't. She took control of her destiny. She decided that no matter what, she would continue to fight for her dream. That decision changed her life and the world forever. It doesn't matter where you're starting from. You may not have all the resources, you may not have all the connections, but you have the power to make decisions, to work hard, and to push forward. That's what control looks like. You are not a passive passenger on this journey. You're the driver. If you're not happy with where you're headed, then turn the wheel. So ask yourself, what am I waiting for? What do I need to do today to take control of my future? You don't need permission. You don't need someone to tell you it's okay. You just need to decide that you are the one who will shape your destiny. Let me leave you with this final thought. The power to change everything is inside you. It's always been there. The moment you realize that, everything changes. You have the strength, the intelligence, the creativity, and determination to create the life you want. But it starts with believing in that power. If you keep waiting for someone else to make it happen, or for life to get easier, or for the stars to align, you'll keep waiting forever. The truth is, there's no magic formula, no secret ingredient. The only thing standing between you and your dream life is the decision to go for it. to stop doubting yourself, to stop procrastinating, to stop making excuses. You have within you everything you need to make your dreams come true. You're stronger than you think. You're more capable than you realize. The question is, what are you going to do with that power? Are you going to keep sitting on the sidelines, or are you going to step into your greatness? You don't need to see the whole staircase. Just take that first step and then take the next one. Keep going, one decision at a time. Every day is another chance for you to turn things around, to step closer to the life you've always wanted. But it starts now, right now. The world isn't waiting for you to be ready. It's waiting for you to step up. You've got everything you need. Now go out there and take control of your future. Make your next 30 minutes count and watch how they shape your next 30 years. The power is in your hands. So what are you waiting for?